Want to rally your gaming group? Magic Stronghold has events daily. Magic, Pokemon, board games, Netrunner, and anything else you need to unleash the gamer within.
Hey, what's up guys? Max Nolan here from MagicStronghold.com, bringing you a very interesting and compelling aggro deck for Modern. Before I get into it, I just want to talk about last week's recording, the Warship deck. A couple of the matches, there was some pretty loud noises in the background, and that was actually my girlfriend working, currently sharing a space for doing our work. She's in school right now as an art student, and normally I work around her schedule so that we're not working at the same time because I can do my work whenever I want. But unfortunately, it just worked out last week that couldn't be done. Sounded a little hectic. Hope you still enjoyed it. Once again, I apologize, but this week I'm all alone and we've got something really cool. This is Alexander Kerr's Mono Green Aggro. I have stolen it from him almost card for card, and the only card I replaced was a mistake. So this deck looks pretty bad, but it won a PTQ in Utah, defeating Storm in the finals. I don't know what else it beat to get there, but obviously this deck is capable of winning some games. So let's go over it. Let's look at all these forests. Look at them all. Just look at them. So we're playing 22 forests. That's it. No Treetop Village, no Dryad Arbor, no Pendlehaven. The one drop, we've got some sweet ones. Dryad Militant is a great card. It is absurd against Storm. It's absurd against Snapcaster Mage. Then we've got Experiment 1. Generic good one drop for green. Doesn't really get a lot better. Scavenging Ooze is sweet late gain, life gain, and Graveyard Hate. Again, good against Storm. Then we got this Tusker here. 3/3 for 2. What's not to love? Strangleroot Geist was an all-star in Standard, hard to kill except with Path to Exile. Leatherback Baloth, the unburnable beast, 4/5 for 3, and we finish him off with Thrun the Last Troll, who is, I think, a fitting top of the curve. Another sweet thing about this deck is look how budget it is. Thrun's like a $10 rare, Scavenging Ooze is $5. The rest of the main deck is commons and uncommons. Sideboard, we've got a few rares, but none of them are that pricey. And in addition to the creatures, we've got a couple removal spells and Dismember. We've got some pumps. Vines of Vastwood also protects our guys. Rancor, and Giant Growth. Now, I want to say something about this Giant Growth art. It is the worst art in all of Magic. I kind of like the colors they've got going on, but in every other Giant Growth art, there's something to represent growth. It's usually, I think it's called a frame of reference. So like one of the arts is a giant mouse that's bigger than a snake. This is just a bug. Nothing on this picture has anything to do with being bigger. When I was 7 years old, I could figure out this didn't make any sense. L.A. Williams, I'm sorry, but you screwed up. But I digress. Rest of the deck. Got a sideboard here, whole bunch of neat ones. Couple artifact kills, Oxidize, Creeping Corrosion, and Degelmar. Look at this card. It's so good. Deals with Wormcoil Engine, and Soul Artifact Darksteel Citadels. Can deal with any other artifact or enchantment, just like a generic Naturalize. But its ability to get rid of a whole bunch of things Naturalize can. Can't believe I wasn't playing this card in anything before. Chokes, Hate Out Blue. Obstinate Baloth is good against Jund and Burn. Torpor Orb for Splinter Twin. Skylasher for Delver. Cage for Pod. Pithing Needle for, whatever anything life throws at you. Guy's Anthem, which is the one thing I changed. I swapped it for a Wild Defiance, is what Alexander was running, which I think would have been a lot better. So don't mess with perfection, people. Finally, we've got this Active Aggression. This one is really cool. It can steal Wormcoil Engines to finish the job, or any other fatty. And it's actually really good against Twin, because it stops them from going off, because you take the Splinter Twin creature, Splinter Twin goes on them, and then at your opponent's end step, rather, you make a whole bunch of guys, then finally tap down his Splinter Twin creature, then they ship the turn, and you get to kill them. So it's a really exciting card. I figured I'd play one, and it's also an uncommon. So that's the deck. It's cheap, it's fun, it's aggressive. Let's play it.